last week focused on attitude and the mantra, taking care of yourself and so forth. I'm going to suggest to you that if you can't, as a manager, get your act together, there's a number of ways you can do that. It doesn't have to always be the same. If you can't get your act together and you appeared fragmented, unsure, nervous, neurotic, you better get out of management, because people will read right through that. So I keep hammering on it and hammering on it and hammering on it. But imagine if you're going up to reprimand an employee, or going up to engage in a workplace issue or something, and you don't have credibility. Or they view you as a nitpicker or a micromanager. You're going to have a hard time. You're going to have an impossible time. You'll be in good company, or you'll be in company, because a vast number of businesses in the United States, not only small ones but bigger ones, that's how they're run. But all of that appears to be changing with this economic kind of shift. That appears to be changing, and it will not remain the same. I don't think it will go back. Certainly what we see as you're managing companies here in Silicon Valley, those companies that manage sort of the old way, micromanage, nuts and bolts, they don't exist, or I haven't seen any. And you look at the really successful companies like Google and Intel, YouTube, those are companies that are just, their system of management is, they're not going to watch you work. They're going to find out what you do. And what's important is what you do. Not necessarily even how you look, but what can you bring to the table? What can you do for us today? And eventually, that's how they build those kinds of companies, because those people that do come, that do contribute, that do produce, do so in a very big way. It's not, you can produce something that's pretty amazing if you think about it. Almost seems impossible what some of these companies are able to do. And it's also, you have to remember this, the environment of Silicon Valley is extremely fast-paced. So you can't spend time motivating people all the time. You can't spend time trying to figure out, what makes them tick. You just got to go to the dance, because your competitors are staying up all night and doing that in India and China and elsewhere. So